Hello, BookTube. Well, it's a pre-Blizzard mail haul. I was in a restaurant just a minute ago. I saw uh, the wall-to-wall news coverage of this storm that's bearing down on Boston, and they practically had a mortician up there on the stage saying measuring people. It's like the end of all existence is coming. So I think it's highly likely that there will be no mail tomorrow, but there is mail today. So I thought we'd just go through it together. Starting with this one, and it ends with a great big box, so that'll be nice. What is this first one? Oh, it's a thriller. It's The Mentor by Lee Matthew Goldberg. Cape Fear meets Wonder Boys. Shortly after Kyle Broder achieves his lifelong dream of editing books for a major publishing house, Kyle, set your sights a little higher, okay? He gets a visit from his college mentor, manuscript in hand, which leads to depraved past secrets surfacing, entangling their lives in this dangerous and captivating thriller. All right, The Mentor comes out in mid-June, when presumably ninja snowstorms will be over. We'll see. What's this next one? Oh, good. This is The Templars' Last Secret by Martin Walker. This is it's a Bruno Chief of Police novel, which is kind of a dumb series name, but I love the. Oh, look at that! I'd never seen the author before. He looks like a friendly guy, doesn't he? This came without a pub sheet. I can't even read it without a pub sheet. What am I supposed to figure out what it's about on my own? What kind of barbarism is this? Oh, I guess it's right there. Sorry. Bruno, beloved chief of police in the idyllic French town of St. Denis, is back. This time, a mysterious death brings ancient secrets to light, and it's up to our hero and favorite gourmand to connect the tangled threads of past and present. And I imagine the secrets of the past will involve the Knights Templar. All right, so this comes out in June. Let's see what this next one is. So we've got two fiction so far. Oh, okay, all right, this isn't fiction. Wow, all right, I didn't request this, but this looks fantastic. All right, this is from Viking. 10-1, it comes out tomorrow. It comes out on March the 11th. Okay, all right. The publishers really need to work on their finished copy game. But I should show you what it is before I start complaining about it, shouldn't I? It's The Great Unknown by Marcus Dusate. Let's just call it Macmillan. Marcus Macmillan. It sounds much nicer, doesn't it? And it's 7 journeys to the frontiers of science. Every week we hear of new scientific discoveries, but there are limits to how much. Are there limits to how much we can know? Okay, the publicity sheet starts off with a stupid question. Embracing his role as Oxford's Simony Professor for Public Understanding of Science. There's a job I don't want. God help us. The President of the United States doesn't believe in evolution or global warming. Good luck with your Oxford chair. A position he took over from Richard Dawkins. Oh, Richard Dawkins held it last. Marcus Macmillan decided to explore science at its outer frontiers, embracing its most mind-bending mysteries. So, just out of curiosity, what will those mysteries be? I bet one of them is quantum science. That great... quantum physics is chapter 3. I will get right on it. I'll have to because it's out already. And we have... This is... Okay. Let's have some asbestos with our mail haul. Okay, it was very much not worth it. This is the finished copy of Hemingway Didn't Say That, The Truth Behind Familiar Quotations. This is a little A book, so it brings us right back to the same territory we're at with Amazon as a publisher, and it comes out on April 1st. And that is the book plus a little snowdrift of asbestos. I kind of sort of poked through the advanced copy of that book, and it didn't seem like anything. I mean, it seemed like if you Googled misattributed quotes, you would get 90% of the book, and that, I don't know. So, oh, very good. Okay, this is a big fat debut novel coming out in August, called Rebellion by Molly Patterson. Isn't that nice that Molly Patterson gets a big fat debut novel in the summer from HarperCollins, from a major publisher? Isn't that nice? At the heart of the novel lies a mystery. In 1900 China, Addie, an American missionary, goes missing during the Boxer Rebellion. Same thing happened to Deb, but she was enjoying herself and she turned up later. None the worse for wear. It is only through her correspondence with her sister Louisa, newly married and settled in rural Illinois, that we learn what truly happened to Addie during this perilous time. Meanwhile, in 1958... Okay, let's go back to the science book, shall we? And we'll find out in which chapter this book tells us that 1958 cannot happen meanwhile with 1900. Unless they've changed the rules. Meanwhile, in 1958, Louisa's daughter Hazel grieves the loss of her husband, but is determined to keep the family farm while raising her two small kids. Half a century later, recent college graduate Duan Lan feels aimless and stuck living back home with her parents, and befriends an American on his travels through China. I imagine they're all going to braid together. But the real question with a debut novel is, who's the author? Molly Patterson was born in St. Louis, lived in China for several years, and won a Pushcart Prize. Wow. And her work has appeared in prestigious magazines such as The Atlantic and the Iowa Review. And she lives in Wisconsin, in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Okay. All right. So debut novel, and then we have the box. What is this? It's such a strange shape. I can't imagine it being a book, but I've already gotten my cheap computer for the day, so or for the month. You know, really would have been better if this had come to me pre-opened. But that's okay. After all, as Donald Rumsfeld told us, you fight a war with the army you have. So now I want to know what's in here. What could possibly be? Unwrapping goes on. Oh, it's a bunch of stuff. Oh, look at that. It's a bunch of stuff. Okay. All right. So we have Thomas Locke, Recruits, science fiction novel called Recruits. Twins Sean and Dylan have dreamed about a world beyond their own since they were children, but it has always been a fantasy. Not long before their 18th birthday, however, the arrival of a mysterious new neighbor, and the revelations he shares bring that far-off world within reach. When Sean and Dylan learn they share a unique gift, the ability to transfer instantly between worlds, they are offered an opportunity to prove themselves as recruits to the Planetary Assembly with a capital A. And Thomas Locke is a pseudonym, and the author has written a million things, so that's interesting. And this is who? This is Revel, a division of Baker Publishing. They must have sent me a bunch of stuff here then. So the next one is, it looks like a romance novel, A Matter of Trust. That is a hirsute himbo on the cover. This is a Montana rescue book. When a U.S. senator's brother goes missing, Gage Watson is tasked to save him. That has to be Gage. It's not called Philip, and he doesn't have Coke bottle glasses. That's Gage for you. He's only got one problem. The bossy and beautiful young senator wants to come with him. It's the kind of problem that comes with its own solution, I'm thinking. Interesting. All right. Very good. And then what else did Revel send me? This is the Unbound Galley of What Hope Remembers. Is What Hope Remembers. There's our two people. Looks like they've been picking vegetables. This is by Johnny Alexander. This is, I don't think this is going to have anything to it. This is just the manuscripts. Yeah, this has no nothing at all. So we're going to have to extrapolate the plot from the cover. American Midwest, two people with issues, they resolve them together, end up in love. I'm going to go with that. But interesting, I haven't got one of these in a long time. Since I asked for so much stuff, and I also haunt the book room of the Christian Science Monitor, I never have to deal with that anymore. And then the last thing in here is this is probably going to be a dream come true. This is, yes, this is a sheaf of book order forms. So I will visit their catalog and see what interests me, although I could just say I want all, since I am a rather voracious reader. Oh, and there you go. There's here's the question. Fantastic. All right, so we have these two pretty young people standing in the rye. And then we've got A Matter of Trust. You're going to let Gage copter to your rescue. Then we've got Recruits. Then Hemingway didn't say that because he didn't have time because he died of lung cancer brought on by asbestos. And then you've got Rebellion, a debut novel. Then The Great Unknown by Marcus Macmillan. But his point is going to be that this stuff isn't unknown. Then The Templars' Last Secret, mystery novel. And then The Mentor. There you go. Nice varied mail haul to keep me busy before the epic blizzard arrives and shuts down everything. And since the baby's head is already in the photo, let me turn her around so you can see her limpid blue eyes. Pumpkin. Ooh. Oh, she's fighting. She wants to go elsewhere. All right. Well, let her go elsewhere then. She takes priority. Sorry. So I'll see you soon, BookTube. Thank you.